River Church State of the Union Address for 2016. In 2015, we had an awesome year. We kicked off the year with the scavenger hunt of downtown Fort Worth. We ate some awesome crawfish together. We served our community by feeding the homeless and then even helping at a fall festival with the Watauga Community Center. Our ladies kicked off with the official first River Church small group. We dreamed together at strategy meetings and talked about how we wanted to impact our community and our culture for Jesus. We walked through the growth track together, seeing how God has molded us and created us with certain gifts and abilities and talents, and how He wants us to use those talents and abilities to serve His church and to serve His kingdom, to see souls saved and lives changed. We celebrated Christmas together, and then we even went from being a well to being a river together. It's been an awesome year, and it's all been leading up to this, January 2016, the official launch of the River Church. 2015 was an awesome year, but I believe that 2016 is going to be even better. We have new challenges, we have new opportunities, we have new adventures, we have new lives that will be impacted through you and through the River Church. We have an incredible opportunity in front of us this year, guys. I want to thank you so much for choosing to use your talents, your gifts, and your abilities, and very importantly, your time to serve God through the River Church and with the River Church. We have so many cool things happening right now. All of our teams are meeting and preparing for launch. They're getting ready for launch. Even as we speak, even as we're filming this with the media ops team, we have the worship team that's meeting right now, practicing and praising God, getting ready for the launch on January 31st. I feel so great about each and every one of our teams, from the kids serve teams, nursery, hospitality, check-in team, the greeter team. Every one of our teams I feel so excited about. I'm so thankful that you're on them, and I think that you're going to do an incredible job. I'm so thankful for you, and I'm so excited for the teams you're serving. I feel incredible about each one of our teams. I think that they're going to be awesome. Next week, we get to pick up the official River Church trailer, which has all of our equipment and all of our supplies for launch. We're so excited about that. It's going to be so cool to be able to get those things out and see the tools that we're going to be using for our worship service and using to impact lives. On top of that, starting today, if you go to Cinemark Alliance in North Fort Worth, where we're going to be launching on January 31st, and go see a movie, you can see the official River Church promotional ad that is promoting our launch and promoting the River Church. It's going to be in that Cinemark, and it's estimated by Cinemark Advertising that over 500,000 people are going to see that ad this year. How incredible is that, guys, that we have that many lives that we have the opportunity to impact just right there in North Fort Worth at that Cinemark Alliance. Over 500,000 people are going to see that ad. And so I just want to encourage you to be praying that of those 500,000 people, that we get to impact the lives of so many of them. We're doing everything that we can to get ready for launch so that we continue in leading people in a soul-healing and life-giving relationship with Jesus. This is such an exciting time for us at the River Church. And I think that one of the coolest things about that is that, guys, we're just getting started. This last year has been incredible, but it's all been leading up to where we are now. And as we launch, as we get going, as we begin Sunday services on January 31st, that's just the beginning of who we are going to be as a family, who we are going to be as a people, and the lives that we're going to impact. And so I just want to thank you so much for going on that journey, for choosing to go on that journey, that adventure with us. So with that in mind, I want to give you guys some important dates for this next month. Remember that on January 10th, that's a Sunday, on January 10th, we're going to be meeting at 8 a.m. at the Cinemark Alliance in North Fort Worth. And what we're going to be doing that day is a training session where the guys who put together all of our launch supplies, that put that trailer together, they're going to be meeting us at that Cinemark Alliance, and they're going to go through training process with us. So if you're on the nursery team, they're going to be teaching, okay, here's how you set up your nursery equipment, here's how you use it. If you're on the worship team, the greeter team, the hospitality team, the media ops team, whatever team you're on, they're going to be teaching you how to use that equipment so that we can be prepared for launch. So that is a crucial day. Every one of these dates in January, it is vital that you're there, and so I want to make sure that you're there. But so that January 10th meeting at 8 a.m. at Cinemark Alliance, we're going to have a training day where you learn how to use all of the equipment that you're going to need to use. Then the next Sunday, January 17th, meeting again at 8 a.m., the same place, Cinemark Alliance, where we're going to be launching the church. We're going to have our first practice service, and so that'll be a time for you to set up on your own. We'll do a run-through, and so that you can get a feel for the equipment that you're going to be using. And then again on January 24th, again meeting at 8 a.m., we're going to do a second practice service, and we'll run it just like a service. You'll set up everything. We'll get up. The praise team will get up. They'll play. The kids, the team will get together. They'll run through their stuff. The nursery team will be keeping kids. I'll speak a little bit so we can get a feel for what that's going to look like. And so we'll do our second practice service on January 24th. And then January 31st, the day we've all been waiting for, will be the official launch of the River Church in North Fort Worth. And service will start at 10 a.m., but we'll meet again at 8 o'clock to get ready and prep for the service so that we can get everything set up. But our first official service will be January 31st at 10 a.m., Cinemark Alliance. And I hope you're excited. We are pumped, and this day has been a long time coming. It's just the beginning of the adventure. Secondly, I want to make you aware of starting on January 10th, we're going to begin our 21 days of prayer and fasting. So what I want to encourage you to do right now is to begin thinking about something that you could fast. This when we did the fast in August, what I did was I fasted Netflix. I would like to watch Netflix to fall asleep. I fasted that for 21 days and use that time instead to read my Bible and pray for the River Church. So on January 10th, we're going to begin our 21 days of fasting and prayer, and I want to encourage you to find something that you can fast. It doesn't have to be food. It can be. Doesn't have to be. But you can take that time to fast and pray for the launch of the River Church. And every day, just like we did in August, we'll send you an email with something to pray for on that day. And it's so cool for us to pray together and fast together as a church for not for the beginning of this journey, but the next huge step that we take together in this journey in the River Church, which is launching Sunday morning services. And then along with that time of fasting and prayer, when we send you the email for the fast or for the prayer topic every day, we're also going to send you a challenge that day. And what's going to be on that challenge is a way that you can help us promote the River Church's launch on that day. And so it might be a challenge to say, hey, share the River Church's Facebook page today with someone, or hey, send someone a text message inviting them to the launch of the River Church that day. But what we want to do along with the fasting and praying during that time is we want to come together as a group of people. We want to give you tools to help promote the launch, to make that as easy and as accessible as possible. So I just wanted to let you know about those things. Remember those dates. January 10th, 8 a.m., Cinemark Alliance, training day. That's a huge one. January 17th and 24th, we'll do practice services, meeting at 8 a.m. And then January 31st, the official launch of the River Church. January is going to be an awesome month, guys. It's going to be one that I promise you will never forget the month of January 2016. And so not only is January going to be an awesome month, but 2016 is going to be an awesome year. It's gonna be great for us at the River Church, and it's just the beginning of us impacting lives together as a family and as a church body. I love you all so much, and I want to say thank you again for sharing this dream with us, for sharing this journey with us, guys. It's been an incredible adventure so far, and I look forward to so much. I look forward to the next step together as we take the next step as a family. So I love you. Thank you so much for your sacrifice. This has been your official River Church State of the Union Address 2016. We were made for this, guys. Love you.